Welcome to Ferrari Wilmslow, aka Ferrari Manchester. Today is a very slightly different take on the normal videos I give you. Rather than driving a cars, we're going to be speccing one. Today is my first look into a potential spec of how my 812 Superfast might look. I've still got to wait 12 months before the car arrives, maybe longer. So this is just an insight into what it's like speccing a brand new Ferrari. Before I started this blog, I actually wrote about it and lots of people were very interested in it. And often I read your comments and you want to see what it's like to actually spec it. Now it normally takes several hours, maybe 4 hours, and there's days and days of planning and backwards and forwards, so that's not what's going to happen today. But I just wanted to give you an insight into what it's like for the very first time to sit down and speculate as to what your spec might be. So we're going to go inside, we're going to speak with my buddy Dave Richards, who you might have seen on the channel from day one, who did the handover with my first Speciale, and then see what this 812 is all about. And I want your feedback as well. That's really important to me. I want to get you guys involved in it, send me spec ideas, I want to hear anything. So without further ado, let's head inside, check out this 812.
So, colour-wise, so
we've been backwards and forwards on this a lot. As you can imagine.
I can imagine.
I tend to spec a car for what suits the car, not necessarily the colour I like.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Then I agree.
I just haven't seen a red yet that suits this car. But what sort of lead time are we thinking on this car? Maybe like 18 months-ish?
Yeah, we think we're going to see the first car probably in May of next year.
Okay.
So I think we're going to be looking realistically first or second quarter of 2019. Yeah.
Okay. So plenty of time to change my mind.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
And so, who knows? You will probably you'll start to see other cars. There are a handful of these in Europe already.
Yeah.
The UK hasn't had any cars yet.
Sure.
Our dealer demo is due to arrive probably in 6 weeks' time.
Okay.
So
okay, sure. So I'm kind of split between a variation of darker blue, so a TDF type of blue, or maybe slightly lighter than that, or a silver of sorts.
So TDF blue.
So that looks good.
It doesn't look bad.
I do like that.
It's a colour that Ferrari have used for years. It's a historical colour. It's quite an iconic.
Okay.
When you start going to the greys, you've got a Grigio Ferro, which is an okay colour.
Okay.
I mean, one of my favourites is titanium.
Uh-huh.
I think that's a nice colour.
That is nice.
It really shows the lines.
Dark wheels, doesn't it?
Yeah, dark wheels. I think
dark
that
wheels.
style of wheel is actually a great wheel. So this is from the TDF. So it's a TDF racing wheel.
Yeah.
This doesn't show a dark grey colour. It shows a black colour.
I believe the TDF wheel as well is a lighter weight.
It is, yeah. It's a forged wheel, so slightly lighter. A few options. So carbon fibre. I assume you're gonna want.
This is where it can get a bit out of hand, but let's tick what we think. Let's work backwards from where we end up.
So the front wing in carbon, I would say yes.
Front
So
wing,
that's this section here.
Yep.
So we'll tick the box.
Cool.
So that's in carbon.
Okay.
The rear underdoor cover, which is this. So normally it's
sort
going
of
to be
outer sill, as it were.
Yeah. So it's black plastic.
Sure.
I'll be tempted. Have you seen them in carbon?
Yes.
I'll be tempted to put those in carbon.
This car at Frankfurt was loaded, the guy just went, every box. But as a result, you could really see the bits that, like, if you were only to select certain things, you could see the stuff which is important, as it were.
Yeah.
You don't want a big piece of plastic on the outside of your car.
On something like this, I don't think there's any place for black plastic.
No, that's how they get you. So they put all the plastic on and they go, we know he's going to spec that carbon.
Got to be carbon.
Yeah. I'm going to ask these guys what they think about. Okay, so if you look at the back of the 812, there's this diffuser here, which is currently painted, in silver, in the sort of matching body colour. You can also have it in a carbon fibre splitter, which we'll show you now. What do we think about that? I'm not sure. On the screen, I don't think it shows up the contours as well as it might do in real life.
No, it's difficult to see from here.
Yeah.
Having seen the car in Italy last week, my opinion was to leave it body coloured. Because I think it enhances the back of the car.
So this is where you need to go and see a factory spec.
So without carbon.
So that's without carbon, and I've got that's a shot that I've got with carbon from the actual show car.
All right, interior colours. Let me just change the view on this. We go to the interior.
Those seats for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is the new style racing seats for the 812. Colour-wise, so the colour that you're thinking that's
that's nice. That.
So that's Cuio. So that's the colour that you have there.
So that is this.
Yeah.
Which
the Roco, stitching-wise, are you going to want some form of dark silver stitch to complement the exterior of the car? We could change it to the Grigio Chiaro, which is light grey.
Okay. What's the darker grey?
Or you could have the Grigio Scuro, which is dark grey. So Grigio Scuro. So that gives you an idea of what the stitch is going to look like on there.
That's pretty cool.
Quite classy, and that should match the exterior of the car.
Yeah. Good job. We've got lots of time to think about this, because I'll probably change my mind 12 times.
No, and again, what would be great to do? We've got loads of time to go to Italy.
Yeah.
To do the Italy at the factory. Probably leave it a few months, because then there'll be more cars coming through, and you'll have a greater array, array car. More options will be available on the car now.
Yeah.
Last week we were quite limited to the number of options that we had.
I suppose next year it'd be really good to walk down the production line and see loads of different specs to get
it's an awesome thing to do.
Yeah.
Just to do it, just to spec up your own car in Italy at the factory. It's an awesome thing to do. Yeah. For me, I can't think of anything better that I would like to do. To spec up my own Ferrari, it'd be stunning. So coloured inner detail in Alcantara. So let's click on that. So that is, if I put it in an obscure colour first of all, so you can see what it is. So that is the stripe on the seat. Okay. And just a little piece around here.
Oh, okay, interesting. And the stripe on the dash, I believe. They've got a central stripe, haven't they? Yeah, there.
Also there.
Okay.
Yeah. Change it back to here. What we have, high power hi-fi, and then the passenger display, which I think is quite cool.
Really, that's for sure. You got to have that. So say you want them to set up the sat nav for you.
Exactly.
Change the track.
I think on the 488 it would just show you the gear that you're in. The speed that you're doing, the revs that you're doing, and that's it. Sure. So it really was just for show. Whereas now on the newer models, the GTC Lussos and the 812 Superfast, they are interactive.
Interactive. Thanks.
Thank you.
Cheers. Yeah, I think it's nice. I mean, this stage for me is very much more setting a theme. Yeah. This can take hours and hours and hours. I like getting the audience involved. I like getting these guys involved, getting inputs, thoughts, because they generally come up with some great stuff. And I end up getting pictures sent to me and all sorts of stuff, and I'm like, you know what, that looks brilliant, that looks cool. And I've never shared what it's like to spec a car. Now we could be sitting here all day.
This could be several different sittings,
months
over a 12-month period, just to get it right.
Just to get it right.
Little fine tweaks, and then as the factory introduce more options, or somebody has something personalised or tailor-made, it gives you.
And you'll see something on Instagram, and I'll be like, Dave, I've seen something. The idea is I'm going to be taking these guys along for the whole journey, give them a full insight. Awesome. Okay, so that's the first theme idea. Leave your comments. I want to leave your comments below. Anything you think we should try. We've got 12 months until spec lock, something like that. Yeah. So plenty of time to try things. I think it'll be interesting, man.
It'd be good to hear people's thoughts.
It will be interesting. Yeah, that's it. And no doubt we'll get stuff sent on Instagram and Twitter and all sorts of stuff. So Dave's going to be really busy. Really busy. So there you have it. That was as I mentioned when I started, you could spend hours on these things. What's going to be really interesting is some point next year we're going to go to the factory and do an actual spec lock-in there. Before I go, I just want to show you this 599 SA Aperta that these guys just so casually have back here. I think they made 80 of these cars. There was only 6 right-hand drives, and this is one of them. Unbelievable. I think it's valued at around about £2 million, sir. Anyway, as always guys, thanks so much for watching. Leave your comments below with regards to 812 Superfast spec. I'll see you next time. Ciao.